What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have, hope I pronounced this right, I think this is right, we have Husker Du. Yes, indeed, how about that? Husker Du making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Christian Plenty, and Christian wanted to see me react to this. It is Husker Du with a tune called Makes No Sense at All.
I can't believe you've done this.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, yeah, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Victor Perez, okay? And the video has 1.9 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. So is it pronounced Husker Du? Is that it? Husker Du? Or is it, I don't know. I mean, it phonetically, Husker Du, that would be, okay, so maybe that's what they're called. Let me know in the comments if that's right. Husker Du, is that right? Or is it Husker Du? I don't know. Makes no sense at all. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
VH1 classic. Ah.
Walking around with your head in the clouds, it makes no sense at all. So you're so short, but you're walking so tall, it makes no sense at all. Is it important you're yelling so loud, it makes no sense at all. Walking around with your head in the clouds makes no difference at all. Yeah, it makes no sense at all. Makes no difference at all. Well, I don't know why you wanna tell me when I'm right or when I'm wrong. It's the same thing in your mind. The only time I'm right is when I play along. When I play along. Walking around with your head in the clouds, it makes no sense at all. So you're so short, but you're walking so tall, it makes no sense at all. Is it important you're yelling so loud, it makes no sense at all. Walking around with your head in the clouds makes no difference at all. Yeah, it makes no sense at all. Makes no difference at all. Well, you concern yourself with evidence. It's evident to me. When you say you've got the tiger by the tail, but I don't see these things that way. See these things that way. Walking around with your head in the clouds, it makes no sense at all. So you're so short, but you're walking so tall, it makes no sense at all.
I see the appeal. I see the appeal. It is catchy. It's hooky. It's very simple. I don't know if I'm a fan. I'm not 100% sure. It's all right. Like I'm not hating it. I'm absolutely not hating this. I want to be very clear about that. I'm not hating this, and I'm not even disliking it. It's okay. I'm kind of indifferent to it. It's like I'm enjoying it to an extent, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh my God, I love it." No, I don't love this. I mean, it's enjoyable. It is pleasing to the ear, and like I said, I see the appeal. I absolutely see the appeal of this. It's kind of got that a little bit of like a new wave 80s feel to it, with a little bit of punk in there, along with a little bit of pop in there. I mean, it's going in a lot of different directions, but it's not straying too far one way or the other. It's staying within itself, and that's good. It's its own self-contained entity. And it does, there's a certain, like I said, it's catchy. It's absolutely catchy. It's got the hook. It's definitely got the hook. That chorus, especially the harmonization, the harmonizing voice, the response to the call, that's definitely hooky. They're not doing anything wrong. I mean, they're really not. I mean, everything they're playing makes sense. The chordal progression makes sense. Melodic lines and harmonic lines all make sense. It's got a nice feel, nice tempo, nice groove to it. I mean, like I said, they're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything bad. I don't know if I'm a fan of it. I don't know. Let's keep going here. Let's see how this goes. Fade out, fade back in again. Okay. Let's see what they did there.
What the hell's going on tonight?
For the record, this is the video I was given. I didn't pick this. This feels incomplete. Feels like we had a cutoff. Weird. Why? I don't know.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Okay. Well, this is what I was given, so this is what I used. Weird. All right. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Husker. Now, here we go. Is it Husker Do or is it Husker Duh? I'm not 100% sure about that. If you guys could go down in the comments, let me know so I'll remember for the next time. That'd really be appreciated because I'd like some clarity on that part. But anyway, they had a song here called Makes No Sense at All. This was a request from Christian Plenty. Okay, it was good, but I'm gonna be honest with you folks, it's not my thing. It was all right. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. I didn't even dislike it. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I mean, it had a nice groove. It had a nice feel, but yeah, I don't think it's my thing. Now, having said that, though, on a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I'm gonna give that a 6.5. Yep, 6.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.5. What does that mean? Well, a 6.5 would translate to a pretty good scale rating. I believe it or not, while I may not necessarily dig on it, I do think it's a pretty good song. I would give it 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. So yeah, let that sink in for a second. A 6.5, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with this score? So glad you asked. Okay. I may not be a fan. I may not necessarily, groove on this and dig it and whatnot. This may not be my jam, but at the same time, I'm looking at the song objectively. Did they do anything wrong? Nope. They didn't do anything wrong. They actually came up with a pretty smart formula. You find a nice riff and you utilize it through pretty much the entire song. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. I've seen lots of bands have a lot of success with that. Their sound, a nice combination. Honestly, I was getting like, new wave 80s kind of vibes mixed with mid 80s punk. American punk, not English punk. Americanized punk. Kind of a hybrid between those two, more toward the new wave 80s than the punk vibes. But I mean, the punk vibes were definitely there for sure. I'll mix it in a little bit of pop with that, and this is what you get. Nothing wrong with it. Actually, it was one of the coolest things about this was it didn't really stray too far in any direction between that triad. It was pretty much right about in the middle. Maybe leaning a little more toward the new wave 80s ever so slightly, like maybe 40% new wave 80s, 30% punk, 30% pop, somewhere in there. But it's still pretty evenly keeled. And what was really interesting about it is it didn't stray. Like it never went in any other direction. It stayed true to itself, and gotta give it credit for that. It's catchy. There's no denying. I don't necessarily find it, I don't find myself to be a fan of it necessarily, but there's no denying the groove on this is catchy. The chordal progression is catchy. What's really catchy and what I would dare call the hook would be the harmonized responses to the main melodic line, the call. So, makes no sense at all with the response harmonized. Makes no sense at all. That part, that's the hook. That's the hook, without question. That's the most memorable part of the song. And is there anything wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with it. At least you have a part of the song that's memorable. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard songs on this channel that didn't have a hook of any kind. And, well written, well constructed, yeah, sure, but I'll forget about them seriously 20 minutes later. I'll be like, how did that song go again? Yeah, no, not the case here. This has got a hook, and unfortunately, it's one of those hooks that's gonna dig its claws into me, and it's not gonna let go, and I could just see myself for no reason whatsoever in like a week or even 2 or 3 days from now. I'm just gonna be working in the kitchen or whatever, or I'm gonna be video gaming, or I'm gonna be editing, or I'll be doing something completely non-related to this song in any way, shape, or form, and out of nowhere, I'm just gonna hear myself going, why am I humming this? Where is that coming from? Why do I have this melody stuck in my head? I'll be like, oh, this is gonna drive me nuts trying to remember where I heard this from, and I'm gonna remember it's this song. I'm gonna remember that it's that kind of a song. Like I said, they didn't do anything wrong, nothing bad, nothing horrible. I didn't hate it, I didn't dislike it. Personally, I'm a little indifferent to it. I mean, I see the value in it. I do see the catchiness. It's a pretty good song. It is. It's not bad. It's not horrible. I can't even say it's okay. It's pretty good. It is pretty good for what it is. I'm never gonna sit here in a million years and go, this is the most amazing song I've ever heard in my life. Please, if I were to say that, you would all see right through me. No, but at the same time though, I'm not gonna slam it and say, oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. No, it's not. It's doing everything right. So, yeah, 6.5. I think it's a pretty good song, and that's why I'm giving it the pretty good score of 6.5, and that's where we're gonna stay. So, let's wrap this up in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 6.5, which is a pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.